This is a video about Sauvignon Blanc Semillon, and while I am fully prepared for this to be my least popular video, I would like to start by saying that I love Sauvignon Blanc. I love Sauvignon Blanc Semillon blends. I love it when they've been vinified with oak and they've got lees complexity and texture and spice, and I think they're really exciting, wonderful wines that age well. And if you're not already onto it, well, might I kindly suggest that you sort that out, because these are really fantastic wines, and I feel like I'm a very unpopular person by saying I love Sauvignon Blanc, but here it is. So quick 5 minutes on these 5 very diverse wines. And this is more a discussion on ageability and style and regionality rather than what each of the vintages taste like. So in the first glass is the Cullen 2012 Semillon Sauvignon Blanc, Sauvignon Blanc Semillon from the Cullen Vineyard. So this is very low alcohol at 11%. It is also 10 years old. And when you look at the glass, you can see it is a little bit golden. But this is a really, really exciting wine, and one that was released as a museum release a number of years ago, maybe 2 or 3 years. And what I love about this is the lemongrass character. This is very, very tightly woven, really spicy and very savoury wine with really brilliant acid, no doubt assisted by the very low alcohol. This is a really exceptional example of Margaret River Sauvignon Blanc Semillon in that it shows all of the regional typicity. So what we get from Margaret River Semillon in particular is a real jalapeno character, very different to Hunter Valley Semillon. And I really prefer Margaret River blended with Sauvignon Blanc. I'm not a huge fan of Margaret River Semillon on its own. However, magnificent blending partner with Sauvignon Blanc. This is very spicy, very taut, savoury, and absolutely all of the fruit holding in check, proving that 10 years in the tank is really not a problem. Wonderful wine. Second glass is the 2016 Cape Mentelle Wallcliffe Sauvignon Blanc Semillon. So this is from the Wallcliffe region, which is around town, Margaret River town. On release, I always find that this wine is too oaky. It's very, very oaky on release. And when you buy an on-release Wallcliffe, I often think it's a bit much. But the reason why I am such a huge fan of this wine, and I am, is that I have been privy to older vintages. 2011, made by Rob Mann, is a really good example of a wine that is very oaky, but is holding up so well now. And that's why they make them in this style. It's a very, it's becoming really common in Margaret River to produce oaked Sauvignon Blanc Semillons that are very oaky on release, but because of the fruit pungency and power and concentration in the region, they really stand up over time. This is a really great example of that. 2016 was a great vintage in Margaret River. And looking at a wine this old shows that we can still see all of the primary fruit. It's very, very fresh and kind of plump, even at 13.1% alcohol. But it does have tertiary spice characters as well, showing what a little bit of age can do and what that oak looks like when it's really ameliorated into the fruit, as we can see here. I would really recommend, oh God, that's good. I would really recommend that you, if you're buying the Cape Mentelle Wallcliffe, that you cellar it as opposed to drinking it on release. It's a beautiful wine, and it only gets better with age. So really excited to look at 2 older vintages here. Looking at the 2021 Suckfizzle. So Stella Bella has got a name for oaked Sauvignon Blanc, and a very good one at that. The Suckfizzle range really kind of put Stella Bella on the map, I think, in Margaret River in terms of just excelling at a style. So the vineyard is very far south on the southern tip of the Cape, which is far past Margaret River town. It's really, Margaret River's only halfway between the 2 capes. This vineyard's right down the bottom. This is a wine that on release, again, I'm saying on release, I find very oaky. The oak is quite prominent, but the fruit is just so good. And we know how this wine ages exceptionally gracefully and very, very well. In 2021, which is a cool vintage, it's showing that coolness on the nose. It's got salted pineapple and snow peas and Granny Smith apples. It's really green in a really great way. Whenever I say green about Sauvignon Blanc, you'll know whether I like it or don't like it, because green, hard, lean, tart, tangy, not good. Green, herbal, spicy, salted, briny, very good. I really love the purity of concentration in this wine. It's an excellent wine. It ages very well. Of the two made in a similar style, this drinks better on release than this does, in my opinion. Both of them age exceptionally well. This is bringing a lot of pleasure right now. Moving into the fourth wine, this is the Sorrenberg Sauvignon Blanc Semillon 2021. Now, this wine has got a little bit of muscadel in it, and like the other great famous Australian Sauvignon Blanc Semillon blend with muscadel, which is obviously Mount Mary Triolet, these wines, and this wine in particular, it's just such a wonderfully balanced expression of the three varieties. The muscadel just sets it off and sends it in a slightly different direction to these guys. So these are very typical Margaret River examples of the style. Concentrated, muscular, age-worthy, pungently intense and dense, brilliant wines, but not, there's no chill here. These are intense. This wine, a good friend of mine brought it to dinner a couple of weeks back and didn't tell anyone what it was or where it was from. I thought it was an Italian white. It's like salty and it's minerally, it's saline, it's definitely got beautiful tropical fruit hints, but it's not tropical. It's really exciting and deeply pleasurable. And when it was revealed as an Australian wine, I just couldn't believe it because it didn't have this obvious fruit nature that we do so well in Australia. It's much more restrained and balanced, and it's got savoury characters and it's spicy. It's just a bloody brilliant wine. And at $40, because I ended up buying some from different drops just the other week, at $40, I could not believe it. This is an amazing wine, and it's seriously underpriced at $40. It's really exciting. I kind of thought it was Fiano. Italian Fiano is what I thought. It's just, it's better than that though. Oh, it's so pretty. Flowers, minerals, salt, crushed rock. It is so beautiful. I just can't wait to drink that tonight. The final wine was sent to me as a sample from a friend, Ben Mulline. He and I are doing the Len Evans tutorial together later in the year. I was thrilled to receive his wines. They've been really well received by the writers in Australia. The packaging is gorgeous. They're about $50 a bottle. And he has done here a 2021 Fumé Blanc from Geelong. This this completes the evolution, and actually if we were to join these, it would become a gorgeous circle because this has some of the lemongrass spice characters in. It's just gorgeous. There's a really lovely green herb character too. Again, good green, not bad green, excellent green. It's got salted pineapple and lemongrass, and it's like a tamarind, almost tangelo character. This is a really engaging, exciting textural wine. Awesome. Really awesome. If you're not already onto Sauvignon Blanc Semillon, you are absolutely missing the boat. I mean, I think the Savalanche from New Zealand really did a lot to inspire and dismay a lot of people around the country with Sauvignon Blanc, but I'm here to tell you that it's an excellent variety that is capable of so much nuance, detail and excitement. These wines are not just cheap wines that you buy and drink. These can be wonderful, age-worthy wines, deeply rewarding. I mean, these are all $50 or less. And just really, really exciting. So if you're not onto it, you're missing out, and I can't wait to drink these later on.